Hello, lovely viewers. You are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this video, we shall be presenting to you some questions and answers on the novel The Beggars Strike by Aminata Sow. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. The novel begins with a vivid description of the invasion of A. Corruption in Africa. B. Beggars in the society. C. The white man in Africa. D. The African culture. The correct answer to this question is B. Beggars in the society. Who is the assistant of Mo Ndiaye? A. Kibadabo. B. Miss Ndiaye. C. Kergalo. D. Loli. The correct answer to this question is A. Kibadabo. Who is the director of the Department of Public Health and Hygiene? A. Kibadabo. B. Loli. C. Marabu. D. Mo Ndiaye. The correct answer to this question is D. Mo Ndiaye. Kibadabo worked under Mo Ndiaye for dash years. A. For 5 years. B. For 6 years. C. For 7 years. D. For 8 years. The correct answer to this question is B. 6 years. Mo Ndiaye thinks highly of Kiba for the following reasons, except A. He is conscientious, honest, and a veritable glutton for work. B. Kiba has never taken a day off without good reason. C. He never asks to borrow a single penny from him. D. He hates beggars. The correct answer to this question is D. He hates beggars. Which of these characters was appointed to office for political reasons? A. Mo Ndiaye. B. Kibadabo. C. Loli. D. Sene. The correct answer to this question is A. Mo Ndiaye. What prompts the beggars to go on strike in the Beggars Strike? A. They are protesting the unfair treatment by the wealthy. B. They want to demand for higher arms from the public. C. They are supporting the government's decision to evict them from the streets. D. They want to receive better healthcare benefits. The correct answer to this question is A. They are protesting the unfair treatment by the wealthy. What does the beggar strike symbolize in the novel? A. A fight for better wages. B. A struggle for dignity and equality. C. A call for more charitable donations. D. A protest against government corruption. The correct answer to this question is B. A struggle for dignity and equality. Who is the local government official that represents the political authority in the city? A. Sene. B. Birama. C. Mo Ndiaye. D. The governor. The correct answer to this question is C. Mo Ndiaye. What is one of the key themes explored in the Beggars Strike? A. The power of friendship. B. The division between the rich and the poor. C. The exploitation of individualism. D. The importance of military conquest. The correct answer to this question is B. The division between the rich and the poor. What role does solar play in the Beggars Strike? A. She is the one who leads the negotiation with the government. B. She organizes the beggars and is their spokesperson. C. She gives speeches to rally the wealthy to support the beggars. D. She is a bystander who does not participate in the protest. The correct answer to this question is B. She organizes the beggars and is their spokesperson. What is the significance of the beggars choosing to strike instead of simply asking for more arms? A. It demonstrates their desperation and lack of options. B. It shows their desire for respect and recognition beyond charity. C. It highlights their willingness to work for money instead of begging. D. It marks their shift from charity to complete independence from the city. The correct answer to this question is B. The correct answer to this question is B. It shows their desire for respect and recognition beyond charity. Where is the story of the beggar strike set? A. Cairo, Egypt. B. Dakar, Senegal. C. Lagos, Nigeria. D. Accra, Ghana. The correct answer to this question is B. Dakar, Senegal. What is the primary reason the government wants to clear the street of beggars in the story? A. To help the beggars find jobs. B. To improve sanitation in the city. C. To make the streets more appealing for European and American tourists. D. To reduce the number of homeless people. The correct answer to this question is C. To make the streets more appealing for European and American tourists. Who is the protagonist of the story? A. Sine. B. Loli. C. Kifi Bukul. D. Mo Ndiaye. The correct answer to this question is D. Mo Ndiaye. What is Mo Ndiaye's main ambition in the story? A. To become a famous doctor. B. To become the Director of Public Health and Hygiene. C. To become the Vice President of the Republic. D. To build a school for the poor. The correct answer to this question is C. To become the Vice President of the Republic. What does Mo Ndiaye believe he needs to do to increase his chances of becoming Vice President? A. Improve public health and hygiene. B. Eliminate beggars from the streets of Dakar. C. Marry a wealthy woman. D. Make a public speech about tourism. The correct answer to this question is B. Eliminate beggars from the streets of Dakar. Who is Mo Ndiaye's first wife? A. Sine. B. Loli. C. Kifi Bukul. D. Amina. The correct answer to this question is B. Loli. Why does Mo Ndiaye marry Sine, his second wife? A. Because he loves her more than Loli. B. Because she is young, educated and sophisticated, and he believes she will help him achieve his ambition. C. Because she is wealthy and can help him financially. D. Because Loli insists on their marriage. The correct answer to this question is B. Because she is young, educated and sophisticated, and he believes she will help him achieve his ambitions. What role does Kifi Bukul play in the story? A. He is most rival for the vice president position. B. He is most marabout who gives him spiritual advice. C. He is a beggar who tries to resist most policy. D. He is the one who convinces Mo to marry Sine. The correct answer to this question is B. he is most Marabu who gives him spiritual advice. Why is Mo unable to fulfill the Marabu's request to slaughter a cow and distribute alms? A. He cannot afford to buy a cow. B. The beggars have already been cleared from the streets. C. He is too busy with his work. D. The government forbids such practices. The correct answer to this question is B. The beggars have already been cleared from the streets. What is the consequences of Mo's failure to make the sacrifice? A. He is appointed Vice President of the Republic anyway. B. He is punished by the government. C. He is not made Vice President of the Republic. D. He is forced to resign from his position. The correct answer to this question is C. He is not made Vice President of the Republic. Which of the following best describes Mo Njaye's character? A. Compassionate and selfless. B. Ambitious, self-serving, and willing to sacrifice others for personal gain. C. Loyal and devoted to his family. D. Generous and charitable towards the poor. The correct answer to this question is B. Ambitious, self-serving, and willing to sacrifice others for his personal gain. How is Kiba Dabo described in the novel? A. He is a wealthy businessman who helps Mo Njaye. B. He is the brain of the department, handling everything, while Mo takes the credit. C. He is a beggar who wants to change his life. D. He is a member of the government who disagrees with Mo's plans. The correct answer to this question is B. He is the brain of the department, handling everything, while Mo takes the credit. What does Kiba Dabo's background contribute to his view on beggars? A. He was once a beggar himself and wants to help others. B. His mother refused to beg, instilling in him a sense of self-reliance and honesty. C. He is indifferent to the plight of beggars. D. He believes that beggars should be given financial aid and support. The correct answer to this question is B. His mother refused to beg, instilling in him a sense of self-reliance and honesty. What does Mo believe will happen if he successfully eliminates beggars from the streets of Dakar? A. He will gain the favor of the president and increase his chances of becoming vice president. B. The country's economy will improve drastically. C. He will gain international recognition for his efforts. D. He will be celebrated as a hero by the people of Senegal. The correct answer to this question is A. He will gain the favor of the president and increase his chances of becoming vice president. What does the novel suggest about the relationship between ambition and personal value? A. Ambition leads to selflessness and charity. B. Personal values are more important than ambition in achieving success. C. Ambition can lead individuals to sacrifice their values and harm others in pursuit of power. D. Ambition always results in success without any moral compromises. The correct answer to this question is C. Ambitions can lead individuals to sacrifice their values and harm others in the pursuit of power. What motivates Kiba Dabo's relentless pursuit of beggars in Dakar? A. His belief in the moral duty to help the poor. B. His disdain for beggars and their impact on the city's image. C. His desire to improve public health by addressing poverty. D. His personal conflict with the beggars due to his past experiences. The correct answer to this question is B. his disdain for beggars, and their impact on the city's image. How does the government view beggars in the novel? A. As a necessary part of society. B. As a nuisance and a plague that must be eliminated. C. As an important group that needs to be provided with jobs. D. As a symbol of the country's resilience in the face of hardship. The correct answer to this question is B. As a nuisance and a plague that must be eliminated. What is Kiba Dabo threatens to do to the persistent beggars who refuse to leave the streets? A. Send them to a rehabilitation center. B. Force them into labor camps. C. Send them to a remote village called Mbanda, 20 miles away. D. Provide them with money to relocate. The correct answer to this question is C. Send them to a remote village called Mbanda, 20 miles away. What is Kiba Dabo's secretary, Sagadio's perspective on the beggars? A. She agrees with Kiba that the beggars are a serious issue. B. She believes the beggars should be eliminated without mercy. C. She feels Kiba is overreacting and that beggars are part of society. D. She believes beggars should be given jobs and integrated into the workforce. The correct answer to this question is C. She feels Kiba is overreacting and that beggars are part of society. What is Sagazio's response to Kiba's constant focus on the beggars? A. She supports Kiba's plan to eliminate beggars from the streets. B. She is frustrated by his obsession with the issue and feels it's beyond reason. C. She suggests that beggars should be sent to prison for their actions. D. She agrees that the beggars are poisoning the air with their smell. The correct answer to this question is B. She is frustrated by his obsession with the issue and feels it's beyond reason. How does Kiba Dabo respond to Saga's belief that religion teaches us to help the poor? A. He agrees with her and feels that helping the poor is important. B. He argues that religion prescribes helping the poor, but not at the expense of disturbing others. C. He says that helping the poor is an outdated concept. D. He expresses frustration with religion not solving the problems of poverty. The correct answer to this question is B. He argues that religion prescribes helping the poor, but not at the expense of disturbing others. What is the central conflict in the novel, as reflected in Kiba Dabo's actions? A. The conflict between government control and personal freedoms. B. The moral dilemma of whether to help the poor or eliminate them from society. C. The clash between religious beliefs and social welfare. D. The tension between urbanization and traditional values. The correct answer to this question is B. The moral dilemma of whether to help the poor or eliminate them from society. How does Mo Ndiaye feel about successfully removing the beggars from the streets? A. He feels guilty for persecuting them. B. He is thrilled and receives praise from the president. C. He feels that he has failed his mission. D. He is indifferent to the outcome. The correct answer to this question is B. He is thrilled and receives praises from the president. What is the irony in Mo Ndiaye's situation regarding his ambition and the beggars? A. Mo's success in removing beggars leads to his downfall. B. He is asked to help the very people he has persecuted in order to achieve his goal. C. The president rewards him for his cruelty towards the poor. D. The beggars, whom Mo tries to erase, become the source of his political success? The correct answer to this question is B. He is asked to help the very people he has persecuted in order to achieve his goal. What role does Serena Birama play in the story? A. He is a political ally of Mo Ndiaye, helping him rise to power. B. He is a spiritual figure who guides Mo Ndiaye in his quest for power. C. He is an opponent of Mo Ndiaye, warning him against his ambition. D. He is a beggar who seeks revenge against Mo Ndiaye. The correct answer to this question is B. He is a spiritual figure who guides Mo Ndiaye in his quest for power. What is the main source of tension between the beggars after their relocation to the slum clearance resettlement area? A. They are grateful for the new housing. B. They are angry about the brutal treatment they endured during the relocation. C. They are divided over how to organize their resistance. D. They are upset by the lack of food and water in the new area. The correct answer to this question is B. They are angry about the brutal treatment they endured during the relocation. Who becomes a vocal leader among the beggars and inspires them to stand up for their dignity? A. Gorgie Diop. B. Mo Ndiaye. C. Ingirani Sarr. D. Salah. The correct answer to this question is C. Ingirani Sarr. What key insight does Ingirani Sarr share about charity? A. People give alms because they are genuinely compassionate. B. People give alms to secure the beggar's blessings, prayers, and spiritual support. C. Charity is a way to control and dominate the poor. D. Beggars should not accept charity from anyone. The correct answer to this question is B. People give alms to secure the beggar's blessings, prayers, and spiritual support. Who guides the beggars in the resettlement area and is seen as a mother figure? A. Ingirani Sarr. B. Salah. C. Serena Birama. D. Gorgie Diop. The correct answer to this question is B. Salah. How does Salah's life experience as a maid of all work contribute to her wisdom? A. She has learned to navigate both the wealth of the rich and the struggles of the poor. B. She has become wealthy herself through hard work. C. She has developed a deep understanding of politics and government. D. She has gained a sense of superiority over others. The correct answer to this question is A. She has learned to navigate both the wealth of the rich and the struggles of the poor. What motivates the beggars to take a stand and refuse to leave the resettlement area? A. They are motivated by a desire for revenge against the government. B. They are inspired by Ingirani's speech about their dignity and humanity. C. They are promised better living conditions if they remain there. D. They are afraid of the police and do not want to be arrested. The correct answer to this question is B. They are inspired by Ingirani's speech about their dignity and humanity. What does the relocation of the beggars to the slum clearance resettlement area symbolize in the story? A. The government's effort to improve the living conditions of the poor. B. The physical and social isolation of the marginalized from the rest of society. C. The empowerment of the poor as they are given new opportunities. D. The final solution to the problem of begging in the city. The correct answer to this question is B. The physical and social isolation of the marginalized from the rest of society. What is the significance of the Beggars' decision to organize and resist the relocation? A. It marks the beginning of their economic success. B. It shows their refusal to be dehumanized and their desire for dignity and respect. C. It signals their acceptance of their social status. D. It highlights their dependence on charity for survival. The correct answer to this question is B. It shows their refusal to be dehumanized and their desire for dignity and respect. What spiritual advice does Serena Birama give Mo Ndiaye to help him achieve his goal of becoming vice president? A. He must sacrifice a bull and divide its meat into 33 portions to distribute among the poor. B. He must donate a large sum of money to a religious institution. C. He must fast for a week to cleanse himself spiritually. D. He must make a public apology for his past actions. The correct answer to this question is A. And divide its meat into 33 portions to distribute among the poor. What condition does Serena Birama place on Mo's sacrifice of the bull? A. Mo must distribute the meat only to his family. B. Mo's family must not taste the meat. C. Mo must sacrifice a cow, not a bull. D. Mo must distribute the meat to politicians only. The correct answer to this question is B. Mo's family must not taste the meat. How does Loli react when she learns that Mo is planning to marry another woman? A. She supports his decision and congratulates him. B. She speaks to him with extreme disrespect, accusing him of betrayal. C. She quietly accepts the situation, understanding his ambition. D. She refuses to believe it and confronts him with questions about his loyalty. The correct answer to this question is B. She speaks to him with extreme disrespect, accusing him of betrayal. What is the main reason Loli is upset about Mo's decision to marry another woman? A. She is angry that Mo is abandoning their family. B. She feels that she has supported him through difficult times and now he is betraying her. C. She is upset about the age difference between Mo and the new wife. D. She is disappointed that Mo is abandoning his political ambition for personal reasons. The correct answer to this question is B. She feels that she has supported him through difficult times and now he is betraying her. What strategy does Mo Ndiaye use to see Sine without raising Loli's suspicion? A. Telling Loli that he is attending business meetings or going on trips. B. He tells Loli he is visiting friends. C. He pretends to be ill and stays at home. D. He arranges for Sine to meet him secretly at his office. The correct answer to this question is A. He tells Loli that he is attending business meetings or going on trips. What is Loli's mother, Sanusi's perspective on Loli's marriage to Mo? A. She advises Loli to leave Mo and seek a better life. B. She believes that Loli should accept Mo's decision and stay in the marriage. C. She encourages Loli to seek a divorce and start a new life. D. She suggests that Loli confronts Mo and forces him to choose between her and Sine. The correct answer to this question is B. She believes that Loli should accept Mo's decision and stay in the marriage. What is the troubling concept that feminist readers may find in Sanusi's advice to Loli? A. The idea that women should have no say in the decisions of their husbands. B. The idea that women should be the primary breadwinners in the family. C. The ownership mentality imposed on women by their husbands, which contrasts with the freedom of men. D. The notion that women should remain loyal to their husbands regardless of their behavior. The correct answer to this question is C. The ownership mentality imposed on women by their husbands, which contrasts with the freedom of men. How does the death of Gorgui Diop unfold? A. Gorgui Diop dies of natural causes at home. B. He is knocked down by a moving car while trying to escape the police. C. He dies from a disease that spreads through the beggars community. D. He dies in a violent protest against the government. The correct answer to this question is B. He is knocked down by a moving car while trying to escape the police. What is Mo's reaction after receiving a nightmare and consulting with a marabout? A. He remains calm and does not believe in the omen. B. He feels reassured by the advice given to him by the marabout. C. He is deeply distressed and afraid that the nightmare might come true. D. He dismisses the nightmare as irrelevant to his ambition. The correct answer to this question is C. He is deeply distressed and afraid that the nightmare might come true. What is Mo's reaction when his son returns without finding a beggar to give the kola nuts to? A. He is pleased that the task is complete. B. He is confused and unsure of what to do next. C. He becomes angry and fears that the omen is coming true. D. He is relieved that the tax has been avoided. The correct answer to this question is C. He becomes angry and fears that the omen is coming true. What is Sally's initial reaction when she fails to find an old woman to give the kola nuts to? A. She returns the kola nuts to Mo and apologizes. B. She throws the kola nuts away at the foot of a tree. C. She keeps the kola nuts and decides to give them to a beggar later. D. She tries to sell the kola nuts to a local vendor. The correct answer to this question is B. She throws the kola nuts away at the foot of a tree. What surprising turn of events occurs as the beggars refuse to leave the resettlement area? A. The beggars start to protest against the government. B. The beggars begin to offer gifts to the people who had previously rejected them. C. People started flocking to the resettlement area, bringing gifts and offerings for the beggars. D. The beggars leave the resettlement and move to another city. The correct answer to this question is C. People start flocking to the resettlement area, bringing gifts and offerings for the beggars. What is the role reversal that takes place in the resettlement area? A. The beggars begin to give gifts to the people who had previously ignored them. B. The beggars refuse to accept any offerings regardless of the gifts. C. The beggars start to dictate the terms of what they will accept from the givers. D. The beggars demand that the government provide them with housing and jobs. The correct answer to this question is C. The beggars start to dictate the terms of what they will accept from the givers. What task does Kefi Bokul set for Mo in order to achieve his goal of becoming vice president? A. He must organize a national campaign to eliminate poverty. B. He must sacrifice a cow and distribute its meat to the beggars. C. He must slaughter a bull, divide it into 77 portions, and distribute it to beggars. D. He must donate a large sum of money to charity. The correct answer to this question is C. He must slaughter a bull, divide it into 77 portions, and distribute it to beggars. What are the battle bearers that Mo Ndiaye must give the offerings to? A. Wealthy individuals who donate to the poor. B. Beggars who walk around the street to beg for food and money. C. Political leaders who have supported Mo's ambition. D. Religious leaders who help guide Mo's spiritual journey? The correct answer to this question is B. Beggars who walk around on the street to beg for food and money. What is the reason Mo Ndiaye is unable to sleep after his consultation with Kofi Bukool? A. He is worried about the political implications of his actions. B. He is anxious about how to distribute the sacrifice without beggars on the streets. C. He regrets following Kofi Bukool's advice. D. He is concerned about the fate of beggars in the resettlement area. The correct answer to this question is B. He is anxious about how to distribute the sacrifice without beggars on the streets. Why does Mo need the beggars to return to the streets for a brief period? A. To help him with his political campaign for vice president. B. To fulfill the spiritual sacrifice required by Kofi Bukool. C. To demonstrate his power over the beggars in the streets. D. To show his loyalty to the president and gain favor in his political career. The correct answer to this question is B. To fulfill the spiritual sacrifice required by Kofi Bukool. How does Kiba Dabo react when Mo asks him to help him bring the beggars back to the streets? A. He agrees immediately, believing it will benefit the community. B. He agrees reluctantly, but only to help Mo. C. He is appalled by Mo's request and refuses to get involved. D. He suggests an alternative way to achieve the same goal. The correct answer to this question is C. He is appalled by Mo's request and refuses to get involved. What does Kiba's reaction to Mo's request reveal about his character? A. He is loyal to Mo and will support him no matter what. B. He is deeply conflicted about the moral implications of Mo's plan. C. He is willing to do anything for power and success. D. He has a strong sense of justice and unwilling to compromise his principles. The correct answer to this question is D. He has a strong sense of justice and unwilling to compromise on his principles. What does the lack of beggars on the street symbolize in the context of the story? A. The failure of the government to address poverty and social inequality. B. The power of the beggars to resist exploitation and take control of their own fate. C. The emptiness of Mo's political ambition as he is unable to fulfill his promise without the beggars. D. The success of the street cleaning campaign to improve the city's image. The correct answer to this question is C. The emptiness of Mo's political ambition as he is unable to fulfill his promise without the beggars. What does Mo Ndiaye do in his desperation to fulfill Kofi Bukool's instructions? A. He seeks the help of the government to find the beggars. B. He visits the resettlement to beg the beggars to return to the street, even for a few hours. C. He consults with other marabouts to find a way to fulfill the sacrifice. D. He decides to abandon the task as impossible. The correct answer to this question is B. He visits the resettlement to beg the beggars to return to the street, even for a few hours. How do the beggars respond to Mo's plea for them to return to the streets? A. They agree immediately, seeing the importance of Mo's request. B. They mock him and pretend to agree, but have no intentions of returning. C. They threaten to report Mo to the authorities. D. They ask Mo for higher offerings in exchange for their return. The correct answer to this question is B. They mock him and pretend to agree, but have no intention of returning. How does Sala Nyang, the leader of the beggars, promise Mo? A. She promises to return to the streets for a day to help Mo fulfill the sacrifice. B. She promises to help Mo distribute the meat to the beggars. C. She promises to convince the beggars to leave the resettlement and return to the city. D. She promises to find more beggars to join Mo's mission. The correct answer to this question is C. She promises to convince the beggars to leave the resettlement and return to the city. What does Mo do after the resettlement, convinced that the beggars will return? A. He plans to distribute the offerings to other marginalized groups in the city. B. He slaughters a bull, prepares the offerings, and sets off to distribute them to the beggars. C. He contacts the police to help him find the beggars. D. He waits for the beggars to arrive at the resettlement the next day. The correct answer to this question is B. He slaughters a bull, prepares the offerings, and sets off to distribute them to the beggars. How does Salah Nyang respond when Mo asks her what has held the beggars up? A. She gives him a detailed explanation of the beggars' reasons for not returning. B. She tells him to ask the beggars themselves, as she is not responsible for them. C. She apologizes and promises that the beggars will return immediately. D. She expresses concern for the beggars and agrees to help Mo. The correct answer to this question is B. She tells him to ask the beggars themselves, as she is not responsible for them. What does Mo do in an attempt to encourage the beggars to return to the streets? A. He offers the beggars food and water to regain their strength. B. He apologizes for his previous treatment and begs them to forgive him. C. He throws wads of banknotes into the crowd to entice them to return. D. He promises to give them a larger share of the sacrifice if they comply. The correct answer to this question is C. He throws wads of banknotes into the crowd to entice them to return. How do the beggars react when Mo throws the banknotes into the crowd? A. They ignore the money and refuse to take it. B. They seize the money eagerly, jostling each other in the process. C. They thank Mo and agree to return to the streets immediately. D. They express gratitude but insist on receiving more money before agreeing to return. The correct answer to this question is B. They seize the money eagerly, jostling each other in the process. What does Mo think when he sees Salah Nyang in the midst of the crowd fighting for the money? A. He believes that Salah is genuinely interested in returning to the streets with the beggars. B. He interprets her smile as a sign that he has successfully won her over. B. He becomes suspicious of Salah's intention and feels betrayed. D. He thinks Salah is mocking him for his desperate attempt to bribe the beggars. The correct answer to this question is B. He interprets a smile as a sign that he has successfully won her over. What is the significance of the beggars' continuous strike despite Mo's efforts to bribe them? A. It symbolizes the beggars' resistance to exploitation and their refusal to be manipulated. B. It shows that the beggars are dependent on charity and will return to the street for more offerings. C. It reflects the power of money and determines social relations and addressing poverty. D. It demonstrates a failure of the government's effort to eliminate begging in the city. The correct answer to this question is A. It symbolizes the beggars' resistance to exploitation and their refusal to be manipulated. What significant announcement does Mo hear on the television news? A. The announcement of a national holiday in Mo's honor. B. The President's decree appointing Mesue Tumani Sani. C. The announcement of a new law related to beggars in the city. D. The news that Mo's wife, Sine, is pregnant. The correct answer to this question is B. The President's decree appointing Mesue Tumani Sani. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.